So I'm wearing a red shirt I never wear in public, so I figured it might be a good video shirt. Anyhow, so in this video, I'm actually using a stereo mic, a different type of mic than I typically use. So tell me if you prefer this sound versus the video sound that you saw in the last video. So you let me know. Somebody mentioned it. Personally, I'm ambivalent, but I'm curious to see what you guys think. So I'm just going to do a quick little video here. I want to answer a question people put to me. They put, Java versus PHP. What should I learn? What should I learn? Let me emphasize this. When I choose a technology, I'm always looking at the business implications of the technology. So let's look at programming languages like Java, PHP, Python, Ruby, C Sharp, etc., JavaScript. So when I look at these languages, I'm not so much looking at, and I'm giving advice, I'm looking at their technology, the technology in of itself. I'm looking at the individual languages, but I'm very much considering the business implications of the languages. So for instance, with Java, you are looking at probably getting work, I'm talking about web development here, Java web. You're looking at work for very large organizations. They call that the enterprise. And if you want to go work for a very large organization where you're going to have HR departments where they're probably going to want you to have a degree, not necessarily in coding, but just a degree in something or another, some bachelor's or something, and on top of that, some coding experience, then Java is a better choice, Java or C Sharp. If you want to get into the freelance world, then perhaps JavaScript, Python, or Ruby to a certain extent as well. Those might be the better choices. Although there are VC backed, there are startups that will use Java, they'll use C Sharp, they'll use PHP as well. But from what I understand, in the startup community, you're looking at Python, JavaScript. That tends to be where they are going. That's if you want to go work for a startup. So what happens if you want to get into freelance web design and development? Well, then you're looking at PHP is by far and away the king. Why? Not necessarily because PHP is the best language of all of them, although it's a very strong contender. It's because of the business implications, because small, medium-sized businesses tend to use PHP for many different reasons. One of the reasons is because WordPress, Joomla and Drupal are built with PHP, and a lot of small, medium-sized business websites are built with PHP. So it kind of makes sense that they're going to hire PHP guys to modify these content management systems. Beyond that, it's just PHP is just an easy language to learn. It's easier to pick up in terms of the web space, in terms of web development, than Python, Django, or Ruby Rails. Simply because you can get into creating dynamic websites with PHP very easily without needing to learn a big framework. Again, that would only be something you would use for very small projects, but nonetheless, it's approachable. If you're going to be doing PHP in the real world, especially for serious apps, chances are you're going to be using Laravel, which is the most popular now, and perhaps Symfony, maybe the Zen framework, But these days, I think if you're getting into PHP web, you would want to get into Laravel. Again, the languages in of themselves, Python, JavaScript, Ruby, Java, C Sharp, PHP, you're going to get nerds who will argue that this one is better than that and vice versa and whatever. I can tell you from my experience over the years that these languages are now neck and neck in terms of capabilities. Yes, there are nice things about Python. There are nice things about Ruby that you don't see in PHP and vice versa. And there's nice things in Java, yada, yada, yada. Nothing is perfect. Nothing is totally amazing. It largely comes down to taste many of times, and it also comes down to job prospects. Again, so consider the type of work that you want to do, then you choose your language, your environment, your framework. As again, PHP, freelance, Python, Ruby, Java, perhaps for startups, and for large organizations, you're looking at Java, enterprise work. you're looking at Java, you're looking at C Sharp, but typically when you go work for a very large organization, you're going to need some sort of college degree. It's just the way the HR departments work. But for startups, they don't really care. And of course, if you're going in there as a freelancer, which could be very lucrative, they definitely don't care. Been a freelancer. I was a freelancer for many, many, many years. Not once has a client ever asked me what degrees or what diplomas or what certification I had. They don't care. In the business world, certifications are not something they care about. They care about whether or not you have the chops, and you prove you have the chops with a strong portfolio. You can show the work you've done. That's pretty much it. So let me know what you think of this video. Let me know what you think of this new mic. I've had it for a while. Whether or not you prefer this sound versus the other. I don't want to spend too much time on it because, very few people are going to complain about sound quality. But again, these videos are for you guys. These videos are there to help you in your careers or your coding ambitions, whatever they may be. And I just want to make it as pleasant a video experience as it can be for you. But at the same time, I don't want to go crazy with production work. You can spend, trust me, hours trying to tinker around with sound quality or video quality and lighting and so on. I hope you enjoy. Ciao, ciao.